Ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneurs from all over the world, please make welcome the Truth Guy, Mr. Home-Based Business himself. The man of the hour, everyone's favorite, Kerry Miller.
And good evening. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. It is Wednesday and I just wanted to come to you. I've been home all day watching the storm clouds roll in, watching the rain pour down, and man, what a blessing that's been. We haven't had any in a long time, and the yard's already showing it. Man, and I opened up the door today and the yard was green and it was beautiful, and I was so excited that it rained. Going to rain for the next 2 or 3 days. And it's getting ready to start cooling off. I think it was in the mid 80s today. It's been 110, so about a 20 plus degree drop there. But I want to talk to you tonight, and I'm going to keep you about 20 minutes like I always do. And but I've been talking to a few people this week, and there's one thing about talking to people is if you truly listen, they will touch your heart. They will change your lives, and they will give you a different outlook of where you're at and what you're doing and how you're doing it. And, sometimes we go through these pity parties. It's like, whoa, poor pitiful me. I'm the only one going through the struggles. I'm the only one that things are happening to. And I'm the only person in the world that life is just, for better terms, I'm just getting crapped on every day. And you can put whatever word in that blank you want to. And we go through that. We feel like, it just isn't real anymore. And, the stress and the struggle is real. It's happening. More so in the last 6-7 months than ever in our lives. I have a lot of customers who have shut down their businesses. It's real. And we're some of us are at a point in our lives where we were comfortable. Life was good and things were happy and still we're at that point of, well, if this happens to me, what do I do? But it hasn't happened yet. So I'm going to worry about that bridge when I cross it. I will worry about getting there and doing what I have to do then. But don't let it be too late. Don't let it be too late. I know that some of you, and I know this because you talk to me, you call me and we discuss, and you set appointments with me and we discuss and we talk and we try to help you the best we can. And that's what we do here. That's what I do is work with business owners, work with those who are looking for a home-based business to help give them the direction that I see others doing. And I learn and I listen and I put plans in place based on success of others and the success that I've had in my life. And, the first thing you have to look at is, how do I face it? What do I do to face the struggles? What do I do to get to where I am supposed to go when everybody around me is spewing just, vibrant ignorance? I don't even know how to say it. They just throw stuff at you every day, and you're thinking, God, man, that this isn't helping at all. I know that COVID's here. I know that businesses are struggling. I know that all this is happening, but what do I do? How do I handle this? What am I supposed to do? I want to tell you a quick story. I met an amazing person this week and just love her to death. I love her for her story, and I love her for her heart, and I love her for who she is, and so many other things. But in her adversity, most people would have just crawled in a hole and given up. And this person was in New York. Things took a huge turn. She had 3 children. she took a look and she said, nope, nothing's going to stop me, you know. And I know that the struggles were there. The struggles were real. And she went through all that, but she's raised three amazing children. She's just got the biggest heart of any person I've ever met in my life. And she inspires me to be better. She inspires me to look at life in a different way. You know, I've been there. Hey, I've basically lived on the streets. You know, I had nothing. I lived in a house with no electricity. Not call her a person. The only thing that I was really concerned about was my Tilly, to make sure that she ate and she was warm and she was comfortable and she didn't realize that anything in her life had changed. That was really the only thing that was important to me. So I've been there. I've been there face down on the ground and thinking that the world is caving in on me. It doesn't happen to anybody else. So I understand that. And so I look at those who inspire me, those who give me direction and they don't even realize they do that. And I look at those people and I say, wow, I can do anything I want to do because I know that they did. I can be any person I want to be because I see people who have gone through the things that they've done and they rose to the occasion and they rose above and they made sure that everything was good, even during the tough times, even when the struggles were real. The stress was probably more than they ever thought they would go through. Yet, you know, years later, they have a success story that will just open your heart like nothing else will. And so when you see those things and you hear those things, and I encourage you to search those people out, to allow them to be a part of your life. I encourage you to listen. Do this and just simply listen. And then you realize that, wow, life is truly amazing. It doesn't matter what I'm going through. If my business is shutting down, if I'm having troubles in my current family life, no matter what I'm going through, I know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. I know that I'm going to get there. And, you know, facing it is tough. I've laid in bed and cried at night. You know, I've cried myself to sleep. There are still days when I can't go to sleep at night because I think of the struggles and I think of the things that I've gone through and I think about all that stuff. And I forget that I was actually one of those that was able to crawl out of the burning ashes. You know, I was down in the valley and I was able to crawl myself to the top. And so many people can't because they're afraid to make a decision. They're scared. You know, they're looking over here. They say, my gosh, man, look at everything that's happened in my life. How can I pull out of that? How can I be something more than I am today? How can I continue to be the father, to be the husband, to be the man of my family's life? How can I help my family when they need me most? How can I be that person when I can't even carry myself through? I'm losing my business. You know, my company is shutting down. What am I supposed to do? You know, how do I face it? How do I wake up in the morning with a smile on my face? I look in the mirror and I say, gosh, I know without question today's going to be great. How do I do that? How do I do that? I can tell you a couple of things. First and foremost, my faith in God carries me through every single day. My faith allows me to wake up and know that I have a God that watches after me, that takes care of me, that loves me, and will take me wherever I need to go. Now, are there learning lessons along the way? Absolutely. You know, I want you to think of your father growing up. He gave you learning lessons along the way. I will guarantee you that. Or your mother. Someone of authority, some authoritative figure gave you direction. And most of the time, it wasn't the direction that you wanted. You wanted to say, whoa, wait a minute. That's not where I want to go. And God says, you know what, Kerry? but that's the direction you need to go. That's the place you need to go. That's the place you need to be. So first and foremost, that's number one, how I face it. I know without question every single day when I wake up that God's in control. And so I do my best. I fall short just like everybody else, but I do my best to follow that path. And I know that path is important to me because in the deepest, darkest hours of my life, when I had zero electricity, I was sleeping on a floor. It was the dead of winter in the middle of December, and things were tough. I only had one warm spot, and that was those moments of prayer that lifted me up, knowing that I was going to come out the other side. And so that's number one, how I face it. Number two, how do I face it? I surround myself with good people. There's one thing that I did a long time ago, and I did this at the direction of a friend. He said, dude, you've got to get the negativity out of your life. You've got to take those people who will drag you through the mud, who will take you to the places you don't want to go. You need to get them out of your life. I'm not telling you not to love them. I'm not telling you not to care about them. I'm not telling you to push them away. But let them know that their negativity is no longer wanted in your life. That if they can't say positive things to you, if they can't have a positive attitude, if they can't support you and help you get to the place you want to be, then you don't need to hear it. So I started doing that. I started tuning those people out. And eventually they go away. You don't want them to go away because you love them. You care about them. You want them in your life. But because they can't control your direction, because they can't take the things that they say, that the stuff that they spew at you to bring you down to the level that they are at, because they don't know how to get out either. But they don't want to take the path that you did. They don't want to be positive. They don't want to believe that tomorrow's a better day. They don't want to believe that things are going to happen in a great way. They don't want to believe those things. They can't face it. And they don't face it every day, and it gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. How do you face it? You do like my friend did. You look forward and you say, nothing's going to stop me. I'm going to do these things because I love my children. I'm going to do these things to take me to a place that I know that I want to be. Nothing's going to stop me. And you have to have that attitude. You have to have that, and you have to surround yourself with those people. Those people who have been there but brought themselves out. You have to talk to them, and you have to listen, and you have to love them, and you have to support them just as they support you, and they love you, and they care for you, and they are there for you. It's amazing how that works when you start thinking the right way, when you start allowing positivity to control your life, when you start allowing God to control your life, when you start allowing things on the outside that are supposed to be there to enter your heart and take you to where you go. But you have to make a decision. I talk to so many people, hundreds and hundreds of people. And the last thing I always say to them is, okay, you've got to make a decision. And what's normally the first thing out of someone's mouth? I have to think about it. Dude, listen to what I'm fixing to say. Dude or dudette, if you are in the place you're at and you're going through the stress and struggles of life, and someone is offering you an opportunity to take you somewhere, and you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe that you can, and you have to think about it, you will never, ever, ever make the decision. And it doesn't matter what I say, it doesn't matter what your friends say, it doesn't matter what you do. If you ever say, I have to think about it, when someone is throwing you a lifeline, when someone is giving you the opportunity, when someone is trying to help you get to another place, if you have to say, I have to think about it, You just put up a brick wall. You just shut out the world, and nothing will ever happen. It's not going to happen for you. Because when you have to think about something that is going to get you to the place that you need to go, I talk to people all the time. They say, God, man, if I just had another $1,000 a month, if I just had another $5,000 a month, if I just had another $10,000 a month, I say, okay, let's talk. Well, let me see if I have time. Wait a minute. Someone can show you how to get yourself to a financial place in your life to help get you out of the place that you're at so you don't have the struggles that are real, so that you don't have to face the things that you're currently facing. We're always going to face things in our life that are going to bring us down. But if you have things in your life and someone's throwing you a lifeline and you say, wait a minute, let me see if I have time. Let me think about it. I'm going to tell you right now, you'll never make a decision to get out of bed in the morning. I'm surprised you make a decision to get out of bed in the morning now. And this is just the truth. That's why they call me the truth guy, because I want to tell you the truth. If you have to say, if you even think, wait a minute, then you have more struggles than you even think you have. Because you've been listening to people that have held you down for so long that you do not believe in yourself. I'm going to post a video and I'm going to cut it tonight. As soon as I get off of this, I'm going to cut it from a training that Carlos Seguro did about believing in yourself, about taking the governor off, about pushing down on the gas and going forward and making things happen in your life, about not allowing people to drag you down, and about not allowing people to stop you from being successful as you want to be. And I'm going to post that. I've got to render it and put it together, but I'm going to do that right after this video. If you have to stop and think, then your struggles are going to continue to be real. And I know that's hard to hear. And some of us are sitting there. There's going to be, hundreds of people. I'm on multiple channels broadcasting right now. There's going to be people on all channels listening to this. And this is what they're saying right now. Dude, you are so real. You are so right. Man, I'm so tired of people dragging me down. I'm so tired of people holding my head under the water. I'm so tired of people, keeping me from doing what I want to do. I'm so tired of people not allowing me to be the successful person I want to be. I'm so tired of that. I have surrounded myself with positive people. I love those people. And then you do this. Well, let me think about it. That doesn't even I can't even compute that. In my little minute brain that is probably smaller than Tilly's, my little dog, I can't even compute that. I can't even, those words, I need to think about it, or let me see if I have time to make sure that my family's taken care of, to make sure I don't lose my home, to make sure that I'm able to pay my bills, to make sure I can send my child to college, to make sure that those college bills don't pile up on me so that I can't pay those payments, so I have to worry about that stress and struggle because kids are going to school right now, right? If you have to think about it, then you got more problems than just what you're looking at on the outside. You have to make a decision. Decisions have to be made in your life. Successful people make decisions quickly. People who fail have to think about it. And that's just the way it is. Hey, listen, we're all going through stress and struggles right now. It's tough. My marketing company's taking a huge hit. But you know what? I'm very blessed. I have a contingency plan. I put a contingency in place many years ago. I have several contingencies in place. So I don't worry about it. How do I face it? I know God's going to get me through. I surround myself with positive people. And I know without question when I wake up in the mornings and I look in the mirror and I say, man, you look good. Just kidding. Not really. But I say to myself, you know what, Kerry? Today's a great day. Today's going to be a successful day and nothing's going to stop you or hold you back. Why? Because I'm able to make a decision that allows me to go where I need to go gain the success I need to gain, and do the things that I'm able to do. I want to thank you for coming out. I want to thank you for being a part of what we do. If you'd like to talk, if you'd just like to chat, go to kerrymiller.tv, set an appointment with me. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to be a part of that. And I want to thank you for coming out this evening. I'm going to cut that video. Love each and every one of you. Good night. God bless. And I'm going to close out as I always do with my good friend Frankie Partney on lead guitar. This is our band. This is our closeout show. And I appreciate you. I love each and every one of you, and I look forward to talking to you.